back to the basic concept here. Where can you show me in the Constitution where the federal government has the right to make you and I pay for anything like that? It does not exist. Now, I believe we have to fix the problem, but it does not involve the federal government.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm here from Reading, Pennsylvania. I'm the director of the Berks County Patriots, which, by the standards of the politicians, we are probably the most powerful Tea Party in Pennsylvania. Our dedicated is to preserve constitutional conservative government. And if there's politicians elected that don't see it that way, we're picking them off one at a time. We've been here several times. This is our 4th trip. We have 2 busloads came today. We had 4 busloads the last time, and we're not quitters. And we're going to keep coming. And if these people don't get it, what this country's all about and how this country was made, then they have to find another job, and it's our goal to help them find it.
1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you. Thanks. Sign the sign.
If the law is struck down,
get in line.
Justice's reaction so far?
Well, the questions are always good questions that the judges ask, but I think it's pretty clear you can't take from what the questions that the justices ask what the ultimate outcome will be. This is very complex because the first question deals with the tax issue, whether or not Obamacare is considered a tax. If it is considered a tax, that would preclude the court from even hearing the case altogether. But it appeared yesterday that the justices didn't see it as a tax, they saw it as a penalty. Today's issue is whether or not the individual mandate is constitutional and therefore viable. Tomorrow the issue will be the severability clause, which means if the justices find the individual mandate unconstitutional, then the question is, does the rest of the law stand or does it fall? Because there's no provision that you can just make one part of the bill constitutional. So supposedly if one part is constitutional, the entire bill is unconstitutional. Of course, that's my view, that the entire bill is unconstitutional. And then the final question will be on the spending clause. In other words, has Congress completely lost its mind and spent more money beyond what the enumeration clause has said? And I would agree with that as well, that they have.
Is there a good sense so far amongst you and your colleagues about what's being heard in the arguments?
Is there a good sense among my colleagues?
You and your colleagues, do you feel good about what's being argued, what's being said, or from the people that have been?
No, I do. I feel very good. But again, I think one thing that we see is that this issue can't be left up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court isn't the legislature. The people's representatives have to make the decision. And this was a decision made by one political party with very political purposes. A Democrat president, a Democrat Senate, and a Democrat House. And they were the most radical liberals that we've had running the Congress. And this is what they gave us, socialized medicine. The American people don't want it. 72% of the people say it's unconstitutional. Get rid of it. This clearly wasn't the intent of the people. And so now that's why I think we're going to see a profound difference in the ballot box in November. And I think we're going to see a president who will repeal Obamacare and a Senate and a House that will do likewise. And that should be the first act of the next president, the full repeal of Obamacare.
Congressman.
Thank you, Michelle. VP, go. We want you.